My
Hey, guys.
gosh! Wow. Let's see. Look.
Yeah, I'm sure you're out there somewhere.
Oh, they're out there. They're out there.
Good crowd. Holy cow.
Oh, amazing crowd. There was a line waiting to get in here just to see you guys today.
And we love that about you.
Yes.
You guys are the best, as always.
Elgin, how
Yes.
are you?
Oh, I'm so wonderful. How are you? How's the weekend been so far here in Cleveland?
Good.
Yeah?
It's been really good. Cleveland is showing up. We appreciate that.
Totally.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've seen, several Halloweentown panels and reunions, but when was the last time all four of you have been together on stage?
This is the first time, I think, isn't it?
No.
I think there was one time.
One time we were all together.
Yeah.
Weren't we?
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
With Judith, too?
When was it? Do you
I don't know.
remember?
I don't remember. Do you guys remember?
No.
You guys remember that one time that we were all
Was
together
it
in the one thing?
GalaxyCon?
But we weren't here. I,
Kind
Could
of
have been.
I really don't think it's all been all four
I don't
of us.
think we've
and
done
I don't
it
think it's been-
before.
I don't think it's
think
three
we're
of us.
all
Yeah, but I don't think all
Do you,
brand
are
new
you
at
enjoying the
this.
little
Wow.
chatter here?
Yeah,
Is this-
can you, do you like that we all have no memory?
Welcome
So,
to Hollywood.
hope we
It's
can
very
remember-
disorganized.
Yeah.
Well, it's wonderful to have you all here together, of course, and of course, mother and daughter, father and son, family reunion, totally.
Yep.
How does that feel, just to be able to, share those memories and to be here together?
Oh.
Well, as you can tell, we really don't like spending any time together. So we're all very grateful, I think, over the years that we all got along genuinely and loved getting to do more movies together, but also because we got to hang out together. So
Yeah.
it's, we're very grateful.
Some of us got along better than others.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, is there a
I
story?
was killed off in the first one, so.
Whoa.
But I spawned my son, so there you go.
There you go. So I wanted to know, I have a couple questions myself, and then of course we'll open up to the audience. We have a mic for you. And again, you can line up if you want. Start lining up now. The mic is right over here. Yes, I can hardly see past the glare of my glasses. Let me take them
There
off.
you go.
But I wanted to ask, I know that you, let's just talk to Kimberly and Judith for now. You play mother and daughter on screen, but at the same time, you got to see Kimberly grow up. Did you guys have a mother-daughter relationship over the years?
I would say friends.
Okay.
She, Kimberly came as you were 13?
Yeah, in the first one.
She was already an adult. No, I think that when the kids were young, and certainly in the first couple of films, sometimes when we were all together, and it really wasn't Kimberly, it was probably more like J. Paul and Sophie, but there were times where you might have to wrangle the kids a little bit, but I was very clear that I was their castmate.
Of
and
course,
not,
yeah.
But we have stayed close.
Yes.
Because I love her very much.
Yeah.
And yes, and it's been joyful to watch Kimberly go from 13 to the woman that she is today. And I was really thrilled when we could start having cocktails together.
Hey, that's always a good time when you can share a
It
drink at
was.
the bar, for
It
sure.
continues to be.
Yeah. So, Halloweentown obviously has resonated with the fans for so many years now. It's such a magical film and a franchise in whole. What do you think about it that really still resonates with fans? What makes it so special in your mind?
Wow, that's a good question. When you make a movie, you never know if it's going to be how it's going to land and resonate with the audience. You hope for the best. You do what you can, and the rest is up to the editor and all that other stuff that goes into it. And it's always a surprise. Was for me anyway. So it was a surprise that it was just exploded, and has remained so, which is pretty terrific.
Who knew?
Yeah, who knew? And Disney decided to make 4 of them. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Robin, let me ask you this. When, Kalabar was obviously in the first film, how did you feel when they brought him back in, with his son, carrying on the mantle?
Well, it sucked that I wasn't there. No. No, it was, I had really a great time playing that character because it was the first time that I was able to, professionally play with a mask and have all this, paraphernalia, all these great costumes that they made for me. And so that was a lot of fun. And to play with everybody, everybody was so on their game, it was really kind of amazing. And it was, hard but fun. So, what was your question? I forget.
Just asking about Kalabar's story getting to continue through the son.
Oh, that's right, that's
through
right.
Cal.
Well, that was pretty cool. I mean, I think that's pretty cool. And, you know, I've heard through the grapevine that there might be something coming, but you never know. You never know. But I've heard that there might be something, you know, involving that side of the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Daniel, what about you? When you jumped into the mix, how did it feel for you to kind of take over the mantle of that role?
It was great. It was great. First of all, I had to get revenge for my dad. You guys
Of
did him
course.
dirty. They did him dirty, I tell you.
Yeah, melting into the.
But yeah, coming into the second movie, it was a little trepidatious at first because everybody had known each other. They'd all
Right.
filmed and everything. So I wasn't sure how I was going to be received, but everybody was so wonderful and great and
Look at his
gracious.
face.
And
When that face walks in, everybody's like really nice.
but yeah, it was just had a blast, just being able to be the bad guy and be like, I'm gonna get you guys,
Yeah.
and then I don't get them. I don't get them.
But it is cool to see, again, how far this franchise has gone, how the fandom continues to endure after so many years. Now, another thing I wanted to touch base on, we had a chance, Robin and Judith, to speak about getting to work with the incomparable Debbie Reynolds. I wanted to know, Kimberly and Daniel, what it was like. Did you know who Debbie Reynolds was when you got to work with her, and what was that relationship like on set?
Oh, 100%. It was, I remember just feeling so excited when they told us that she had signed on to play Aggie because she was, I mean, a legend. As legendary as she was, she acted quite the opposite of that. Like, you don't know when you meet a famous celebrity if they're going to be nice or what, and she could not have been nicer. So feisty and funny, and wanted everybody around her to shine as brightly as they could. She tried to move ladders for the crew, and she taught me so much at a young age, just so many things intrinsically, but also what a gift it is to be able to bring entertainment and joy to people through your work. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things that stuck with me, just in getting to know her, is that she just always appreciated the relationship with her fans, and that they would still come to her shows and see her perform. And she was just the best.
She was so gracious and kind and funny. I remember one of the end scenes that we had in the big party where Cal turns everybody, does a spell, and he turns everybody into creatures. We were filming in a big airplane hangar, and we'd been filming a lot that day, and it was late. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning or whatever. There's 50 extras, 100 extras. Everybody's tired. And Debbie recognized that, and she's like, I need to bring up the energy. So she went into the middle of all the extras and started dancing and singing and cracking jokes. And it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and she was 68 at the time, but she had the energy of a 28-year-old and got all the energy up for everybody, and then they were like, rolling, let's action, and then we finished it. But it was the coolest thing to watch.
Yeah, it must have been amazing just to be able to be on set with her and to, get some of her wisdom, because she's been, so active for so long. She's like knows all the tips and tricks. And
sassy, too. She was pretty sassy.
So
too.
sassy.
oh yeah, let's
Great
talk
job.
about
Potty
Oh,
mouth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can't divulge what she did. But one thing that was astounding to me was she had a secretary who was with her, and when we would be filming, there would be some people from the neighborhood, from the St. Helens, and they'd be watching behind this sort of barricade or whatever, and she would walk up on her own, and she'd say hi to them, and her secretary would hand them. Would hand her little postcards with her picture, and she would sign her picture, and she'd just, sort of give them out to everybody. I mean, that's who Debbie Reynolds was. So she was amazing. Yeah, quite amazing.
Yeah, thank you for sharing
Kind.
that. Thank
Very
you so
kind.
much.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a love story that's here on Halloweentown II. Can we get into that? How you guys met, and where did the love story come into play? Was it after filming, or did it start to flourish on set? How did that come between you, Kimberly and Daniel?
It didn't come till way after filming. We worked together and had such a great time, and we're friends, but that was it. Everybody asks if there was anything when we were younger, and no, it was, I guess we hadn't talked to each other for probably about 12 years or so, but had stayed social media friends. And then I was filming some comedy sketches for my YouTube channel, and I hit him up one day and was like, oh, would you like to come and film with us? Like, I think it would be fun. And yeah, just it kind of, what do the kids say now? We started catching feelings after after a little bit. Yeah, it just kind of happened, and now we're married.
I have to say, when Kimberly said, "So I'm dating somebody new," and I was like, "Who?" And she said, "Cal." And I was like, "Cal who?" And she said, "Young Cal." And I was like, "Young Cal who? What?" And she said, "Young Cal, Daniel." And it was so, I was like, and I could see that little glimmer in your eye. And it was pretty exciting. The rest is history.
Yeah, when we were filming, we were strictly professional and everything because I'm a little bit older than her. I was 22 at the time and she was 16. So first of all, that's a no-no.
Right.
And we were just professional and stuff. And it really was like 12 years later, she hit me up on Facebook, of all things. Hey man, haven't seen you in a while. You want to do some stuff? So I said, yeah, let's grab some dinner. Let's talk. So I'm sitting at the bar waiting for her to come in. Okay, little Kimberly Brown, we'll see. She comes in. I was like, well, hello, hi. Let me sit up a little straighter here. Yeah, and I haven't let her go since.
It's amazing. That's real magic right there. I wanted to really quickly just talk about, especially nowadays, the resurgence of so many great franchises coming back, making sequels, reboots, and whatnot. I would love to see, and I'm sure the fans would love to see, a new Halloweentown, perhaps with you taking on the grandmother role, you the mother, and maybe your kids following their journey, and then, of course, possibly even bringing back Kalabar, Cal, and maybe your kids, and maybe they go off. What would it take to get you guys involved in a project like that? Would it take
A great script.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they know I am down. Like they've asked over the years, and they know. So as I tell all of you amazing fans who ask us literally every day, we would love to do another one. And the ball is in Disney's proverbial court. So
And, it's funny because I'll probably get in trouble for this, but it's kind of classic Disney. There's a bit of a disconnect, I think, with the producing side and the fan base, which is something really that Debbie really taught us, is to really key into the fan base. And I know that we've all seen this. Halloweentown over the years, the desire to watch it and rewatch it and, come to Comic-Cons and, meet us and us get a chance to meet you, it's not diminishing at all. In fact, it's growing and growing and growing. So I think for them, it's kind of silly because if you have something that has an automatic fan base,
Absolutely.
like why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But I
Would you
don't
guys
think
like to
they
see another Halloweentown?
understand this.
Yeah.
Well, we'd like to give you one.
All right. Well, hey, put the word out there. Tag Disney.
At
let them
Disney
know.
Plus.
Yes.
At Disney Plus. Whenever you're typing, at Disney Plus.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Somebody
get-
should start. Who wants to start the campaign?
Yeah, somebody start a Discord or something. Get on Reddit.
Let's
Let's make it happen. Well, listen, this is amazing. I'm so happy to be able to sit with you all. And
So good to see you always.
always. Well, it's about the fans, and we have a line building up here. So why don't we go jump to the audience and get some fan questions? And once again, just like I said earlier, please keep it to one question per person, and I'll be the bad guy to cut the line off when we do
Oh,
run
there
out
you
of
go.
time.
Now
Hey,
we
yo.
can
There we
see
go.
There you is.
Blinded by the
Yeah.
light. All right, hi, what's your name and what's your question?
Or Kimberly. But was this your favorite movie to film? Because we grew up with you, so so was this your favorite one that you did? Or?
you mean
like,
Halloweentown
'cause
being
you were in so many things, Quints, like just
Yeah, I mean,
everything we grew up
this
with.
one definitely holds a very special place in my heart. The summer we filmed this was such a pivotal summer in my life. I was a 13-year-old, and I related so much to what Marnie was going through, because I think at the heart of the movie is a family, even though they're a supernatural family, they're a family with kids and teenagers just trying to figure out who they are and what they want to do in the world. And so, yeah, it's so touching that you guys still spend time with that family. But yeah, this definitely is absolutely like one of the top for sure. Yeah.
Awesome. Hold on, let little man let his voice be heard on the mic. What's up, dude?
Say hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Awesome. Hey, what's your name? What's your
Hi.
question?
My name is Ashley. Question is for everyone. What was your favorite memory that you took away from filming Halloweentown series?
I would say my favorites are when we were off camera and it was getting a little late and everybody got ridiculously silly. And no one's sillier than Debbie. And she would keep us in stitches. That woman was so creative and inventive and funny and had a million stories. And so I think it was really when we were in between takes, because there's so much more downtime than there is shooting time. And she just kept, like she did with your scene, she just kept us all amused. So that would probably be mine.
Yeah, I think it's, I mean, one of my favorites that always sticks out to me is with Debbie. When we filmed in the first movie, Flying on the Broom, that was one of my favorite days because that was the last day of shooting the first movie, and we got to sit up on a big high stool for most of the afternoon and just hang out in between shots. So that was one of my most favorite days.
Do you know what? You and I used to hang out at craft service quite a bit.
I mean, yes.
And we did a lot of grazing.
Yes.
I saw you there this morning over the coffee machine. You guys
Yeah?
are chatting it
Oh,
up.
yes.
yes.
Just like old times.
All right, I guess same question goes to Robin and to Daniel.
Wow. So my character was kind of interesting because I was the bad guy. So I wasn't part of this wonderful family, that was bonding, professionally, actors, personally, just. So I was kind of a little bit outside. Even when I was playing the mayor, who was friendly and all that sort of stuff. I mean, personally as an actor, my favorite time was again with Debbie because we were kind of age-wise sort of similar, and she was a little bit older than me, but I'm probably the oldest one up here, and I loved that everybody was right there, and I could do my thing. That was really cool. So my memories are more about the, other than having a wonderful time just working with Debbie Reynolds, again, to quote, ditto what Kimberly said. She was a legend, and she's, it was pretty awesome to be able to work with her. I remember the time that we were in the movie theater. Remember the movie theater where, and so the way it was filmed, I was on this grate, this big steel grate. And they had this huge fan blowing up from the grate underneath, and I had to wear these yellow contact lenses to make my eyes look the way they did. And I'm doing my thing, and the fan is doing its thing, and all of a sudden my contacts, boom, they pop out of my eyes. Only had one pair.
Oh, no.
Only had one pair. So they fell down into the grate down there in the bottom with all the dust and everything. And so the crew guys were looking, I was down there looking for, I found it. This little thing, found it, and sort of had to find some stuff to wash it off with, and I think I probably spit on it. And remember this? And I stuck it back in my eye. And I finished the scene. So if I was looking a little angry and a little, that was real. And then the other time was when I was up on the city hall, and I was again with the fan and everything, and everybody was down there in the city and on the ground. and wasn't mic'd, and I felt that I had to project down there, and I was bellowing, so I totally lost my voice. They had to fly me back to Los Angeles, get me on a plane. Literally, I lost my voice. Had to fly me back to LA and send me to this vocal doctor, an ENT, and he shot my cords with cortisone and all this sort of stuff, and I flew back right away and finished the film. So that was pretty interesting. And wow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember you losing your voice, but I don't remember the
Yeah,
flight.
well, it would happen like that. They flew me down really quickly, and I saw the guy.
magic of Hollywood.
So I had some memorable times, but with all those things happening, I really loved doing this role. It was so much fun playing with everybody. And
You were very good at it.
oh, thank you. So it was
And
fun.
yeah, Daniel, that's nothing.
I had a lot of great memories of it. It was so much fun. But one of them that kind of cracks me up is in the script where Cal opens the portal when you're not supposed to be able to open it, and he's standing there and the wind's blowing and he's saying his stuff, and then the portal walks. You guys remember that at all in the second one? Well, in the script it just says Cal says spell for portal. So I wasn't thinking. I'm like, they're gonna give me a spell. They're gonna give me a spell. So I'm in my trailer and they're getting ready to film, and they're like, okay, we're gonna film in like 10 minutes. You ready with your spell and everything? And I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. And they shut the door and I'm like, oh my God, I was supposed to come up with that? Oh no. So thankfully I remembered I was in choir in high school and we sang a German song that was called like Musica or something. So it goes, Musica, Musica, wie gesprungen, Jaderton, ein Feist. So that's what I did. Wie gesprungen, Jaderton, ein Feist. And that's what they kept. And I was like, oh, thank God for choir in high school.
Quick thinking. That was
I
great.
love you.
Well, thank you so much for your question. All right, hi, step on up.
Oh gosh.
If you grab the center of the mic stand, it'll come down.
good,
Oh, there,
good,
nope,
good job.
even better.
There you go.
Even
Did it,
better.
yeah.
Okay.
A pro.
So my name's Fiona.
Hi, Fiona.
Hi, Fiona.
Hi.
Hey.
My question is, what was your favorite scene with Debbie on set?
How do you choose, right?
You really-
Favorite
I mean,
thing
it's-
or what?
Like
scene,
favorite
scene.
scene.
Oh, scene.
One of the, I remember one day where we were giggling a lot, filming in Aggie's house, the first time all of us kids find Aggie's house. And Debbie's doing the whole thing over the cauldron, and then she's like, and so now the Cromwell clowns. And we burst out giggling. And so some takes, instead of, she was supposed to say the Cromwell clan, and a couple different times she tripped up and she kept calling us the Cromwell clowns, which us kids, we thought that was hilarious. So I do remember laughing a lot that day.
I loved it when it was the very first day, I think, of shooting with her. And we were shooting the scene in the kitchen. She's already come, she's pulled everything out of her bag. I've softened a little bit and said, okay, Mom, you can stay for a while. And were you there for that? When it was the first day that she came in, I think it was her first day of shooting, first scene, and she sweeps into the kitchen and she says, hello, I am Princess Leia's mother, Debbie. And we were like, that was her. She was not a fancy person, but she could be very fancy, but she was not a fancy person. And she was super chill, and any person in this room could sit on a chair and just chat with her for an hour and be very comfortable. But we sat at the table and we all played together. Like, she just started weaving her magic from the minute she got there, and it was so much fun.
My favorite scene was it with Debbie? Is that was Debbie? Was in the ice cream shop. Remember the ice cream shop when we were and I had to pull out some ice cream or something. My memory is like I should watch the movie again. But it was we were all there. All of us were there, and I was concerned that because it was so hot, with all the lights and everything, that the ice cream was going to melt, and it was going to, and in fact, it was sort of melting down. But we got the scene, and I don't know how we did it, but that was a cool scene. We were all there, and Debbie, I'm sure, cracked some kind of great joke. I just don't remember, but yeah, I'm sure she did. Like just lick it off your hand or something like that, yeah, something like that, yeah.
I think I had a couple scenes with her. Most of my scenes were with Kimberly. But one of the ones I remember is when Cal's face comes out, when he turns the pumpkin into the big block, and my face comes out of it. They had to glue a big block thing to my face. First they did a plaster mold of my face and everything, and then they glued it to my face. So it's this big thing. So I had to be attached to all this stuff and couldn't move and be like, you Cromwells. But it was great to be able to work back and forth with Debbie with that, to be so angry at her, but with this big thing. And then when we were done filming, everybody got to come up and sign it like it was graffiti because it looked like a wall.
It was basically like a styrofoam wall on either side of his face.
Glued to my face.
And then we signed it we graffitied it with Sharpies afterwards and signed
so
it.
that was pretty cool.
I have one more thing to add. So there was a scene I did with Judith. I don't know if you remember this or not, but it was in
the office.
Yeah, in the office, and I had to take a rose that was red, and then it turned black or something like that.
Yeah.
And and she comes in, and I'm thinking as Kalabar, as I'm reading the script, I'm thinking, I get to get the girl, I said, ooh, that's pretty good. And then I find out that I don't. And that was pretty disappointing. So I don't know if I ever told you that or not, but I was disappointed about that. Yeah.
All right.
So, anyway.
Well, thank you so much for your question.
What's your favorite scene?
My favorite scene
Yes.
is everything. I love it all. I love
Good
it all.
answer. Good answer.
But thank you for asking.
Before I go, can I tell you my favorite scene?
Yes, please.
It's when Marnie and Gwen are arguing, and Marnie is like, "Why can't I go
For
go out on-"
Halloween?
Yeah, with my friends, and then Aggie walks through the door, and it's really funny.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
You can give that to Gabby.
All right.
Oh my God, you remember
Hey,
me?
Gabby.
Gabby, you're
Gabby.
unforgettable.
Oh, thank you. So my question is, if you could change or alter or add to your character from 1 through 3 or 1 or 2, what would you want to add or change? If you could.
That's a hard one. I think, I will say, if there was one physical element of another character, Natalie, the pink troll from Halloweentown High, I would have been down for some troll hair at some point or something. That was one of my other favorite characters.
I would have liked a crack on a broomstick. I would have liked to have flown, but I didn't get to. I'm a little bitter.
Justice for Gwen for that.
Say what?
Justice for Gwen.
Thank you. Right? You get me, Gabby.
Well, there's hope. There's hope for the next installment, maybe. Some broom riding. Well, thank you so much for your question. All right, everyone's doing the mic thing there. Hi.
We got the mic. Hi, I'm Emily. I love you guys. You guys are like a staple from my childhood, so I'm so honored that I get to meet you all. If your character could go back to Halloweentown today, what would they be up to? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be trying to. I let him out of the talisman
Just
for a little
do
while today.
whatever trouble I could come up with, yes.
Love it.
I think Marnie would maybe be running for mayor, or maybe being mayor, or some position of leadership within the town, and still trying to introduce more mortals to the town, and kind of now that the portal, we can go back and forth whenever we want. I think she would still be bringing Halloweentown residents to the mortal world and vice versa, and continuing to have everybody become friends and that sort of thing. She was always
Got to learn some magic if you're going to be mayor.
exactly.
I would have embraced my inner Aggie.
Yeah.
And I would have taken on that mantle and fully gone full witch. Yes. And it's funny because it would be like a little flip flop of roles.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to see you as mayor.
That'd be
I
fun.
think you'd be an excellent mayor, madam.
Thank you. I can count on your vote then.
Yes, you can.
Wonderful.
You can
Wonderful.
count on my
I've
vote.
got my first vote.
Well, I guess I have my work cut out for me, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would think Cal was very angry when he flew away in a huff. He was very mad.
He was.
And they're like, he'll be back, and we'll be waiting, and he never came back. Maybe he's been doing his plan the whole time, and he's ready to come back, and he pretends like it's really no big deal, and then, aha! I still want my revenge.
Yeah, but not until you've wooed the mayor.
Ah.
I don't know that Marnie would ever be able to be wooed by Cal.
That's true.
Like Marnie would never
Unless
know.
Cal-
It's her family's arch nemesis. Like I don't
But
think
what
they
if
would
he
ever.
pretended really well to be rehabilitated?
Careful what you wish for.
We did do a short film, one of the first things that we filmed a long time ago, called Realm Are They Now, which is about Cal and what he's doing now after he flew away. It's like 10 minutes? 10 minutes on YouTube if you want to check it out, but he's talking about what he's been up to and everything. It's pretty fun.
He's in rehab. He's being interviewed from rehab.
He's in magical rehab, and he claims to be okay, and maybe he's not.
Magical rehab. That, I want to go down that rabbit hole.
Well, thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
Just to let everybody know, we have about 10 minutes left. We may get to 3 or 4 more questions, so let's try to get as many as we can in the time we have. All right.
We'll be quick.
Hi.
All right, my name is Renee, and my question is more towards Dan. I know you just explained how you filmed the pumpkin scene in Halloweentown II. Now, wasn't there also a scene where they projected your face again in like a fireplace?
Yeah, where I come out in fire.
So was the filming process for that something similar, or?
No, that one was a little different. That one was just a green screen behind us, and then they just basically filmed my face, like looking around, because I just kind of like pop out and look around and then go back into the flames. So that one, they didn't glue fire to my face, thankfully.
No.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for the question. All right, hi, step on up. What's your name and what's your question?
Hi, my name is Crystal. I wanted to say you guys have been my childhood, and I love the fact that now I get to show my younger nieces. I have a niece that is 9, and I have a nephew that is 9, and then I have a niece that's about to turn a year. So this will be her first Halloween, and she will get introduced very early to Halloweentown because
that's
she's
awesome.
very much a Halloween girly. But I wanted to ask, what would be a dream character, a dream actor that you guys would love to have not got to work with, but would love to work with?
That's a great question. Kate Blanchett is one who always pops first into my mind. I just adore her, Julianne Moore. Like you can watch them do anything on screen because they're incredible actresses.
Do they have to be alive?
No.
Lucille Ball.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Fantastic answer. Wow.
You've stumped me. Wow, there's just so many great actors or actresses that I would have loved to work with. But I've been very fortunate,
Yeah.
I've worked with a bunch, but so many.
I would love to work with Michael J. Fox. Like
awesome.
he's my favorite actor probably. I've seen everything that he's done. He's always been amazing. And I always felt like I was kind of like him, so I'm like, oh yeah, we're like-minded. I'd love to. But yeah, him.
That would be
I
awesome.
love that.
All right, thank you.
Great question.
you.
Thank you so much. All right, hi, step on up.
This is Luke's very own question.
Okay, what's up, Luke?
It's for Marnie.
Is the pumpkin actually real pumpkin?
Of course it is. It's a big old magical pumpkin, and it's actually still there in the middle of Halloweentown right now.
You've got to go. Like today.
Bye.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Sarah.
Hi, sweetheart.
Sarah has a question. Her dad, me, may need a help ask.
Okay.
Okay, do you want to ask him our question?
I don't think so.
Sarah would like to know, each of the 4 of you, if you really were outside of this room, a witch or warlock, what would you like to do with your power?
Ooh, that's a great question, Sarah.
Wow.
I wish I could fly on a broom in real life. Because traffic, right? It's just, takes up a lot of my time. So I wish I could fly in real life.
I wish I could come back from that hole that I sort of fell into at the very end, with all the smoke and everything.
Oh yeah, you're trapped in the talisman.
Yeah, I want to come back. Yeah. Mm.
I would love to use my magic just to give myself all the clothes that Cal had, because he dressed really cool. He had a really cool jacket, he had really cool slacks. He had you couldn't really see, they were like purple gator skin loafers that I got to wear that were pretty sweet. So I would probably magic myself up a wardrobe.
I would be able to talk to fairies and trees, and that the birds would land on my shoulder and we could chat. And that's my wish, whether I'm a witch or not.
And I want to do some more magic tricks, too.
There you go.
Well, thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah.
All right, hi.
Hi, I'm Kelsey.
Hi,
I just
Kelsey.
wanted to say I love Halloweentown. I watch it every year. It is my favorite movie. I love Kimberly J. Brown. You were great on Disney Channel. Just wanted to say that.
Thank you.
Anyways, I wanted to ask, if you were to go to Halloweentown now, what was the first thing you would do?
If we were to go... What?
To Halloweentown.
Yeah, now what
the first thing we do?
I mean, you gotta check on the magic jack-o'-lantern, and then, I just love walking around the town. It brings back so many memories. It still looks very similar up in St. Helens where we filmed the first one, and I'd go shopping, I think.
I would take a spin with Benny.
Oh, that's a good one.
I never got to do a scene with Benny, and he'd be my first stop.
He's probably driving Uber now, as opposed to a taxi.
I think he's got a few tickets.
He's
a
around.
little bit of reckless
Levitating
driving,
Uber.
but yeah.
Oh, geez. What was your question?
If you were to go to Halloweentown, what was the first thing you would do?
So I would like to marry some more couples as the mayor. I actually went to St. Helens, it was early on when they started doing the festivals, and I actually married 5 couples. Did you know that? Did you know I did that?
Did.
Yeah. So I married 5 couples. We had so much fun doing that. It was in the rain, but it was fun. And I'd like to do it again. Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I'd love to go and try all the different food, because I love food. I'm a big foodie, so I'm sure Halloweentown has some amazing food. Weird, but amazing.
Well, thank you so much for your question. I believe this will be our final question. Step on up. Hi.
Grab it.
Hi. My
Hi.
name is Kason.
Hey, Kason.
I wanted to know if you guys would ever want to do another Halloweentown, would you guys would like to do it?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
We would love to.
100%. Do you think you might be, could you write a script or something for us? Because
Sure.
we're a little shy of a script at the moment.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much for your
Thank
question.
you.
Thank
Thank you.
everyone for all your amazing questions. Give yourselves a round of applause, of course.
Thank you, guys.
And if you didn't get a chance to ask your question here at the panel, of course, they'll all be down at their tables. Please go say hi. Go visit them. And one more time, can we get a big round of applause for the cast of Halloweentown and Halloweentown II?
Thank you.
Now, is it okay with all of you? Can we take a selfie with the audience? Would that be great? All right, great. So